So Instagram worthy.
I mean, these photos are going up right away.
Today we are making Easter flower crowns.
Well, she's teaching me to make Easter flower crowns because I craft, but I don't flower crown.
It's very easy. First step is to use some wire. I just like the look of this wire. I recommend using a little bit of a thicker wire just so it holds its form better, but anything you find at Michael's will work.
Nobody sends me to Michael's because I go a little shopping crazy. It's like the Target dollar section, which is no longer a dollar section, which is blasphemy, but it's okay, I still love it.
So I'm gonna measure your head and then you can measure my head.
I'm a little tall, so let me
I know you're so tall. Measure her head here, and you can do it pretty much like true to size. Like a tiny bit bigger will work, but not too much bigger.
So. Like an inch down on your forehead, about that much.
Oh yeah.
So your flower crown sits where you want it.
So your flower crown sits where you want. Yeah. You want to make sure you have a few inches on the end here, so then you can just wrap it. And don't worry about tucking the end too much. We're gonna wrap it with some tape so it won't poke your head. So just wrap it enough that you know it's gonna stay in place. Again, same thing on the other side. We wanna leave a couple inches of room here. And trim it there. Because it's Easter, we are adding some Easter flair to our flower crowns with bunny ears.
Exactly, this is not just your typical flower crown, because any girl can wear a flower crown. This is a special Easter from Thanksgiving & Co. flower crown.
To make your bunny ears for your flower crown, it's super simple. Cut some more wire, shape them into your bunny ears.
Does it matter where on here we shape them?
Yeah, well, I kind of like to look in a mirror or something, put this little guy on my head, put it on your forehead here, see where you want your ears, and then just kind of mark it.
Okay, well
Very
then
basic.
you wear it.
Okay.
Okay. I would say like here.
Well, just mark it and then take it off and wrap it.
Mark it.
Just hold your finger there. So you're actually gonna put it together. So we're gonna put our ears together first and cross them and give them a little twist.
And it doesn't matter that the twist part was at the front of your head?
No, that's fine, because like I said, we're gonna wrap it with this tape, so we're gonna hide it all.
So I want it in the middle of here.
There?
Yeah. Not that it matters, because I can just adjust the other ear now.
Yeah, now you can just adjust the other ear. And again, don't worry about tucking the ends too tightly. You do want them to be sort of flush against the crown. See that wire poking out there? You wanna make sure that that is as close as you can get it, but don't hurt yourself. We're gonna cover it with tape.
Safety first,
Safety
folks.
first. And then you can mess with it here. The fun part with wire is that you can adjust it.
I want it to match this one, and obviously this one's already cut and on the bunny, so how am I gonna like guess this here?
It doesn't have to be perfect right now. You can just kind of guess.
She says it like it's so easy.
So first we want to measure it and twist it. So that's why twisting it before you twist it on the actual flower crown is helpful, because then it'll keep its shape.
I have to say, this is a pretty perfect bunny ear.
That's a beautiful bunny ear.
It might be better than this one.
It just might. But before you twist it on there, make sure that it's the same shape as.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, it is. Okay, now just twist that end.
It's actually a little hard to twist these, harder than you would imagine.
Yeah, you want it to be a little bit difficult so that it doesn't untwist. You might want to do the wire ahead of time if you are doing this with kids, just because it can be a little sharp.
Your hair looks great.
I'm sure. I love it. Okay, now before you twist that one on,
okay.
I'm going to cut the wire a little bit, because this one was a little bit longer. So we're just gonna trim up these ends a little bit.
I'm trying to get my muscle coming.
Yeah. So when you get to the part where you can't twist it anymore, but you still kind of have a piece of wire hanging off, I just kind of tuck it alongside here and bend it so that it's alongside the base of the flower crown, so that when we twist the tape, it'll go smooth.
Well,
Beautiful.
we have our framework.
There's your framework.
How does it look?
Oh, you look so stunning.
And we're done. This is your flower crown for the year.
It's not a flower crown if you don't add flowers.
All right, well, let's add flowers.
I know, we have to. We picked out some really beautiful Easter varieties today. Flowers that work the best tend to be the ones that have a little more structure to them. They hold their structure really well. They kind of have a thicker stem, and so they work really well.
Yeah, these look like they would be really good.
Yeah.
Like, they don't really...
And if they're the flowers that are gonna flop, they're not as good to use.
Which we pretty much got rid of those, but like this would be a little harder.
Yes.
You know what? I think I want to get super themed. So I want to make mine white, green, and pink. We have eggs, Because you need eggs in your Easter flower crown. Yes. Otherwise, it's just a typical flower crown. How many do I need for the front portion?
You can really have as many as you want. You don't even have to mark them like this to start. What you'll want to do is just kind of pick the first few flowers you want to use, and then we can start wrapping them onto the flower crown.
But I really like this. I like the consistency and pattern of it, and I like the colors together.
Don't forget your eggs.
Well, yeah, those will go in after I wire them on, so I can pick the perfect placement.
All right, so you want to pick out flowers that are as fresh as possible. These flowers will actually last about a week if you keep them in the refrigerator, but they're not gonna be as fresh, they're not gonna be as vibrant. They'll start to wilt pretty quickly. If you're gonna use them at a party, you wanna get them the day of, because then you'll have the freshest flowers and they'll last the longest, especially because you'll most likely be outside in the sun. Any sunlight or warmth is gonna make these guys wilt a lot quicker.
If you get them in the morning and you're not making flower crowns until the afternoon, are there any tips to keeping them fresh looking?
Yeah, I would say keep them in the refrigerator if you can. Keep them in water, in a vase. Keeping them cool is really the key.
Fun fact, I heard that if you put roses and tulips in vodka, they stand right up.
I didn't know that.
Science.
So what Lauren is doing right now is trimming her flowers down. You want to keep the stems about 1 inch to 2 inches is fine. This will give you some room so you can wrap them. We're gonna use this nice green floral tape, and this tape is really cool because when you stretch it out here, it gets sticky. It's gonna get really tacky, and it's gonna hold the flowers on our crown. So pick the 2 flowers you wanna start with.
I don't want it perfectly centered. I want it a little off-centered with these 2.
Okay, so when we tape the flowers on, they need to go along the shape of the crown here. Okay. So they'll kind of be at an angle like that.
But this doesn't feel sticky.
No, it won't.
Oh, what?
I know.
More science. Who knew this was such a sciencey project?
I'll take a pretty big chunk off. I want there you go. No, that's too much. And the reason you want to start with a longer-ish piece is because then it will give you one single piece to wrap around the whole flower crown, and it'll just make it all stick better. So I kind of do this pinch and pull technique. So I'll kind of hold it and pull it so that I get that stickiness, and then I kind of pull, keep some tension on there as I wrap. Ooh, see, I even ripped it. There we go, but it's okay. This tape is really easy to use, so it'll stick to itself, so you can just stick it right on there. You can use wire if you'd prefer to wrap these with flower wire. They sell that at most craft stores as well, but I just personally prefer the tape. I think it's easier.
Okay.
Sometimes when you use wire, they'll slip and slide on the crown. It doesn't secure them as well as the tape. And remember, you want the stem of your flower to kind of line along the crown.
It takes a little bit to figure out the right amount of tension so you don't rip it.
Right. Yes, that is true.
You gotta become one with the tape.
And real flowers are gonna be more delicate. If you wanna make this easier for your kids, let's say, you can buy fake flowers and they'll work just as well.
Time lapse this, maestro. Here's how it's coming out so far, folks. Doesn't it look cute?
Oh, it does look cute. All right, here's a technique I like too. If I know I want these 2 flowers to kind of pair nicely up next to each other, you can pair them how you want them, and then take the tape here and wrap them together. And they're already taped and they've already got a nice little tail that's sticky and ready to go. So that can help along the way. With the bigger flowers though, I recommend you do them one at a time. And see how this flower's kind of hanging? You can use another flower to help that one stay in place. So we can just put another flower right along here and that'll help support this one.
It's a little harder when 2 people work on one craft.
One craft. It is harder.
So maybe make your own, have your friends make their own. Pour some wine. I think that's maybe what's missing here. Some rosé to go with our roses.
When you get to the ears on either side, I like to do bigger flowers around the ears because then it kind of hides the twist we did.
Yeah, maybe you do need 4 hands for this.
Yeah.
Except Jessica makes them all by herself, so it just depends your crafting level. How's it looking? Oh, it looks so pretty. Okay. I'm so excited. So you can leave the ears bare if you want, but we kind of like sparsing them apart. That's what we think's really pretty. Like add an egg there and like
you definitely need some eggs in your Easter flower crown. Right. These are really cool because they already have wire attached to them. So it's really easy because I can just pull them off here and then you've got a nice little thing of wire.
And you just wrap it. Oh my gosh, my next flower crown, I'm only covering it in eggs.
Just went to the craft store and I was like, what would be cute on the flower crown? You can really use anything. There you go.
So there's one.
Look at you.
Oh, it's really cute.
A little flower crown pro.
How much would you say making one flower crown costs?
That's a good question. It really depends on how many flowers you want to use. The flowers are not that expensive, but if you buy a bunch of varieties, then it'll get kind of pricey. But I would say you can make a flower crown for about $20 to get everything from scratch.
So if you get like 2 or 3 bouquets of flowers, how many flower crowns can you make?
I would say about 4 crowns.
That's a good family activity. That's like not dyeing eggs. It's a little different and it'll look so cute in your photos. I'm gonna just like look for fake flowers next time that are also attached to wire. Or you could just hot glue gun fake flowers to wire.
You could do that.
But that's also getting...
That's the benefit of using fake flowers is you can use your hot glue gun and they work great.
Do not suggest using a hot glue gun on real flowers.
Yeah, they'll just burn.
We're gonna go on to the ears now. And guys, I am not good at crafting, but this is super cute. I'm just like not very coordinated with crafts, so if I can do it, anyone can do it.
It does take like a little bit of feeling it out and getting the technique with the tape.
Yeah, let me just do eggs on the ears. So much easier. I'll do like a couple flowers on the ears.
So cute.
Add some greenery, but still as a wire. I think I like it down there, or yeah,
I like it down there, yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe we have to post both flower crowns on Instagram and have people vote for their favorite.
There you
Jessica's or mine. Now I run the social media page, so if you say mine, you win a prize.
That's not true. She's lying to you right now.
Lying.
All right, how are you feeling?
Good. I think it needs a couple more things. Don't rush me.
Perfection
takes time. Now that we know how to make flower crowns, we're gonna have to make dog collar flower crowns.
Oh my gosh, my dog Wesley would love that. I wonder if Wesley would eat it.
Maybe. All right, I think I want one more and then I'm good.
Okay.
I am finding the tricks to make this easier so I don't have to mess with the tape anymore.
The student has become the master.
Mm-hmm. Oh, grasshopper. I am going to start my own YouTube channel, how to do every craft project with wire.
With wire. This is Lauren's goal.
No!
Oh no. That's the problem with wire is I always break them. Because the wire will just cut right through real flowers.
We'll get this figured out, don't you worry.
You got it.
It's so quiet. Everyone's just waiting to see if I can do it.
I don't know about this.
You're doubting me.
It's not that I doubt you, I just doubt wire. I don't like the wire. If you had a pair of pliers, you could twist this a lot easier.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's not the best one I've done, but it works.
Okay, did we prove my point like a little bit though?
No, wire is way better. No. I'm stubborn. I will never give up this fight.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we have one more step then. Remember at the beginning I said we're going to cover these guys because you don't want these like wiry, pokey ends sticking out.
Safety first.
Safety first. So just take some of your green tape here. I'll do this part since you hate this green tape. Wrap it around so that we cover these ends and it's not poking you in your head.
Thank you for teaching me to do this.
You're
it was
welcome.
really fun.
All right, we're just
and it really
about done
wasn't
here.
that hard.
No, once you got the hang of it, I felt like you were moving really quickly. If you want to cover the whole crown in flowers, it'll probably take you about a half an hour to an hour, depending on how many flowers you put on there. I love this craft at parties. I think it's a great way to get people talking to one another. It's just a really fun way to have people interact, and then it gives them something they can take home.
And it's so Instagram worthy.
So Instagram worthy.
I mean, these photos are going up on Instagram right away.
Right away. You gotta model it.
Where's your crown?
Oh, I gotta get mine. All right, so here is the crown that I made earlier.
Which is also beautiful. They're pretty rad. I'm pretty excited about it. I wish there was a way to keep it alive longer, but like Jessica said, actually, if you put it in the fridge, it lasts for quite a few days.
It does. It will last about a week.
And I'm probably gonna wear mine in the office All week.
All week. Or, like we said before, you could use fake flowers, and then it'll last as long as you wanted to.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thank you, Jessica, for teaching me.
You're welcome.
We're going to make a holiday flower crown for every holiday.
Every single
holiday.
holiday.
And it will be themed.
I've got some good ideas for 4th of July, too.
Oh, I'm going to make her, make fireworks work somehow.
Exactly.
Without exploding your head off.
We'll work on that.
Well, let us know what you think of our flower crowns, and we will see you next time.